beautiful day for a bike ride on the Burlington bike path right by the lake. And check out my new tie-dye. I love it. Snowstorm or not tomorrow, spring has definitely sprung here in the Green Mountain State. It's so beautiful here in Vermont. Alright, so we are supposed to be getting another storm starting tomorrow into Thursday, but it's a beautiful afternoon, so I thought I would take the bike out, take it for a spin since it got a workover at the ski rack. But what I'm finding is that the disc brake in the front is screwed up, and I just spent a lot of money at this place to have my bike pretty much like be done and perfect and ready to go, and it's not. So I started off towards Mallett's Bay on the bike path, and I rode to Burlington. Right now I'm in downtown Burlington, close to the ski rack. I'm just walking it up, and then they are going to fix it for free. The bike is fixed. It's really close. The ski rack is really close to Church Street. So being from Vermont, growing up here, Church Street was always the place to go in Burlington. And I've heard a lot of horror stories about the homeless and the drug use and all that stuff in empty stores, but it's actually not that bad. And there's a lot of kind of posh shopping here. I don't see any empty storefronts. There were a few homeless people, but that's just the way it is around the whole country, so nothing new, but it's fun to be back in my old stomping grounds, like I say. If you visit Vermont, you have to get a maple creamy. Very important. Maple creamy and photo proof, or it didn't happen. If you're a real Vermonter and you've been in northern Vermont, you never call it Lake Champlain. You just refer to it as the lake. So like I'm telling all my friends right now, I'm over by the lake. I've always loved the Burlington waterfront. I think it's just so pretty. And then, so this is Lake Champlain, and then across the way that's Upper New York State, and those are the Adirondack Mountains, which we call those the Dacks. And then over here, this is Burlington. It's the biggest city in Vermont. It's not too big, but it's what Vermont has. It's a pretty cool place. Beautiful day for a bike ride before the influx of tourists come for the eclipse. And I'm glad I tested the bike out and realized there was still an issue with it. The ski rack, they were actually great. They fixed it no problem, and I was able to pick up a tube repair kit. So still just collecting a few little small items before the next leg of my journey.